Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Heather, and on this channel we like to walk a very fine line between a shopping addicted makeup monster and a responsible adult with a makeup hobby. Now, I really enjoy eyeshadow singles, duochromes, multichromes, palettes, blush, highlight, bronzer, lip gloss, basically everything except pressed glitter, and today we're going to be doing a purchaser pass. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick with me, we're getting into it right now. Alright, and so this type of video was popularized by Samantha March. It was actually started by Samantha March and then popularized by her, and I am just riding her coattails. There is a community playlist that you can check out where there is a bunch of different creators that all do similar videos like this, and you can see a bunch of different people's opinions on the upcoming products. The only other thing I'll say is that all of the Instagram accounts that I use to get my beauty news will be linked down below as well. And without any further chatter, let's get into this. So the first thing to talk about is the Dior Forever Couture Luminizer highlighters that are coming out. It appears that there's going to be 6 shades. There's an icy white, a champagne, and then a couple different shades of kind of peachy pink tones. I think these look very pretty, but for Dior prices, I think I would rather try that Dior Powder No Powder rather than this highlighter, because I have so many highlighters. I don't think I necessarily need to go run right out and buy this one. Copacetic Cosmetics is releasing the Favorites palette, which contains 12 gorgeous shades and a magnetic palette. It retails for $34, has a value of $75. It actually has kind of like a purpley green color story, which I find very interesting and exciting, but it does have several pressed glitters in it. I'm really tired of pressed glitters, so I'm trying not to purchase anything that has a lot of pressed glitters in it just because I don't need them, and I feel like I want to use my purchasing power to prove to companies they don't need to keep putting them in palettes. Same thing goes for this. This is the July palette for BH Cosmetics, their Birthstone series, and this is the Ruby palette. The color story is mostly like warm fiery red tones, and then they have one pressed glitter. So again, I'm not going to pick it up because of the pressed glitter, but I also feel like this is very similar to the Puerto Rico palette that they just released as well. So I think they should have spaced those two palettes out a little bit more from each other so that they didn't feel quite so redundant. Charlotte Tilbury is adding a lip scrub to the Magic family, and it is going to be $28. I think that is an excessive price for a lip scrub. That's ridiculous. So I'll be skipping over that entirely. Charlotte Tilbury's products do intrigue me, but every time I go to think about actually purchasing one, I think about like, this really isn't the product for me, so then I end up passing on it. Alright, Chanel is releasing Le Beige Eau de Blush, and they're doing 4 colors: light pink, warm pink, light peach, intense coral. There does not seem to be anything intense about any of these, let me tell you. They appear to be kind of an oil with like little particles of the pigment suspended in them, and then as you rub them out onto the skin, it kind of mixes the color pigment in and gives you more of that like actual color. I have a feeling that's going to lift up people's foundation a lot, so you're still going to have to like rub that onto your hand before you can apply it onto the cheeks, and the colors are just not pigmented enough for me, so I'll be passing over that one. Fenty is releasing the Buff Rider Exfoliating Body Scrub. It's going to be $32. It's going to have a tropical scent with caramel and guava, which sounds delightful. $32 though. I have a ton of these exfoliating scrubs that I have not worked my way through, so I feel like until I work my way through the ones I already own, I shouldn't be buying another one. But the idea of the caramel and guava, that sounds delightful. Charlotte Tilbury is releasing 2 Mesmerize cream eyeshadows. One is in Walk of Shame and one's in Pillow Talk. Charlotte Tilbury I don't think can release anything if she doesn't release at least one of that product in the shade Pillow Talk. These are $32. For me, $32 is just too much to spend on a product like this, so I will definitely be passing over this one. MAC appears to be re-releasing their bullet lipsticks. These are the Lustre Glass Sheer Shine lipsticks. They're going to be $22 each. There's 20 different shades. There's not a ton of variation between the shades, and I'm just not like wowed by any of the shades enough to say like I need to buy a new lipstick on top of all the lip products I already have, so I'll be passing over those for now. Juvia's Place is launching eyeshadow quads. There's a gray toned quad, a green toned quad, a minty quad, and an orangey brown quad. They're going to be $10 each, and the discount codes do apply, so you can get 10% off, so that makes them $9. The green toned quad is definitely the one that calls me the most. The like dark hunter green and olive green, like those shades really call me in. The rest of them I could probably take or leave. But I'm just kind of like, I don't get it, because they keep releasing things. First they were like, let's do 16 pans, then they were like, let's do 12 pans, then let's do 6 pans, then now we're at 4 pans. Like, they're just kind of all over the place with the number of shades in their eyeshadows, and I wish they would just kind of like settle in on a pattern and like stick to it, rather than having so many different sizes and shapes. It just gets a little bit like unruly, so I'm gonna pass over that one. Colourpop Cosmetics is releasing the Cherry Crush collection, and it has a liquid eyeliner, 2 gel eyeliners, 2 lip stains, which are a new formula for them, 2 cheek dews, a mirror, and a 9-pan palette. I think the whole collection looks super cute. Let me just put that from the beginning. But I don't think I'm going to pick up this palette, because I already have the watermelon palette, the strawberry palette, and what other like pinky tone palette do I have of theirs? Then I have like the pink monochromatic palette, which I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Strawberry Shake. No, I have Strawberry Shake, I have the watermelon palette, and I have the wine palette. So between those three, I think I have all these colors covered. The lip tints though, they look like it's a glossy lip stain. That sounds really nice. I don't necessarily need like a bright red one of those, so I'll pass over these colors, but I'm very hopeful they'll continue to make other colors in the stain format, and I would be really down with that. Posh Culture Co. is releasing the Lioness Bronzer palette, which has some bronzers and contours in it. I think it's going to be too deep for me. There's like almost a yellowy shade, which I'm assuming might work as like a setting or blurring highlighting type powder for some skin tones, and then there's some really nice like bronzer contour shades. I think I could make at least 2 of the shades in the palette work, but since it's a 6-pan palette, I don't want to buy it just for 2 shades. It does retail for $20 though, which I think is an awesome price. So if it was something that you were looking at picking up, it would probably be worth the price. Metamorphosis BF is releasing cookie highlighters. There's 4 different colors: sugar, oatmeal, peachy, and strawberry. They're $6.99 each, or you can get the bundle for $24.99. The colors are very pretty. The peachy shade and the sugar shade, the strawberry shade, like all the colors look very pretty. I think most of them would be like blush toppers for me, except for maybe the sugar shade. But I think I already have enough that are like that iridescent white to gold kind of a flip, so I'll probably pass over these for now, but I did think they were very pretty. Right, Mama Afrika Cosmetics is releasing the Mama Afrika eyeshadow palette, which has 10 shades, mattes and shimmers, $28. I think the cover of the palette is very pretty with that like vibrant purple, and you've got kind of this girl, this figure there. It looks very pretty. The color story is a little boring for me, because you just have a couple of pops of color, and I also don't love when palettes have these like crazy shapes. Like I don't necessarily mind if it's like just slightly out of normal. Like the Glamlight Cake palette has like kind of the little ripple top, but it's otherwise generally a square. Stuff like that I don't mind so much, but something that has this like kind of African continent shape to it is very bulky, very irregularly sized. There's a lot of wasted space, and I just think it would be really troublesome to try to store, so I'll be passing over that one. Flower Beauty is releasing the watercolor eye tints, and it looks like they have at least 6 shades. They are infused with rose water and leave the lids feeling calm and soothed upon application. I think that's kind of a cool concept, that there's like some skin nourishing products in or features of these tints, but I love like vibrant, intense color, and I don't think these are going to give that to me, so I'll be skipping over those for that reason. Tom Ford is releasing new cheek duos. These are the Shade and Illuminate blush duos. They have 6 different colorways. They do look very pretty. I love the kind of sleek packaging of the Tom Ford products. They're going to be coming in July. I probably won't pick any of these up. I'm not a big like luxury makeup person, and I feel oftentimes that the luxury makeup is very like toned down in its intensity to sort of satisfy the masses and make it more foolproof so that you can keep digging into it and brush it on, but it's still not going to be overwhelming to your face. So I'll probably skip over these, but I did think they were pretty. Alright, I can't tell if Danessa Myricks released more colors, but I think these are new colors for her Twin Flames, which are like a multi-chrome liquid eyeshadow. She had, I think, an original 6, which were like iridescent multi-chromes, but now she has more like jewel toned shades. I just don't get, like, I have so many like powder, pressed powder, multi-chrome powder eyeshadows that I don't think I need to pick up like a liquid version of these. I could just mix one of those with like a mixing medium and paint it onto the lid very easily. And I've seen some reviews that say these are really like patchy and hard to use, so I'll be passing over those. They're $26 though. Wet n Wild is releasing the Wild Heart Artistry palette, and honestly I thought we were done with this. Like, the monstrous, mostly warm tone neutral, orangey tone neutral palettes with a couple pops of color that's so excessively sized. I really thought we were done with that, and I guess we're not. So Wet n Wild's trying to bring that one back, and I just don't like it. So I hope they stop that. I like some of their more compact palettes. I like the little SpongeBob palette that they did, like that kind of, was that, what was that elf? Yeah, it was Wet n Wild. Yeah, so I like the little Wet n Wild SpongeBob palette that they did, but this ain't it. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and recommend that Physicians Formula have somebody that goes through and like approves things before they get printed, because these bronzers, so they came out with the Yummy bronzers. They are their butter bronzer formula with different like food-ish themed whatever. They're all $9.09, which is such an odd price, but whatever. They have a cookie one, they have a butter cake one, a donut one, and a butter coffee one. The butter cookie one is the one I have a problem with. Do you guys see this picture? Like, to try to keep it kid friendly as much as I can, I'm not going to tell you what I think of when I look at this picture, but I will tell you that one of the second things that came to my mind was a super inflamed angry zit. Like, that's like just getting ready, almost ready to pop. That's what this looks like. And I'm like, is that what we're going for though? Like, is that the move? Is that the vibe? I don't know. I don't know. The coffee one is cute, the donut one is cute, the cake one is just dumb looking, but at least it's not offensive, and this other one is borderline pornographic, so I will be passing over that entire collection. Alright, then Anastasia Beverly Hills is releasing this whole sunshiny looking collection. It is cream products. They have blush sticks, highlighter sticks, and bronze, like cream bronzers. I actually kind of like these. They remind me a little bit of the, what is it, the Makeup by Mario sticks that just came out, where they have the brush on one side and the product on the other side. But I think these colors are definitely very appealing, and they look like they would be rich enough to use on different skin tones. I don't know like how pigmented they are, but I mean the bronzer range, that's a pretty good range. So good on you, Anastasia Beverly Hills, for like getting it together with the bronzers. The blushes look like they go with some lighter colors and some deeper colors, and the highlighters I think go to at least a medium, if not medium deep, so I'm not mad at that. The Blushes are $32. The highlighters are $34. The bronzers are $35. So I think I would probably skip over the bronzers. I almost wish they were in a stick format, just like the blush and the highlighter, because then you could have like all three as sticks. But yeah, they're cute. And then Huda Beauty is releasing the like additions to her Nymph collection. So she's gonna have glowing perfector. So she's gonna have a Nymph Glaze Skin glowing perfector, which is $35, which is supposed to smooth and blur fine lines. Then there's gonna be a body drip shimmering dry oil, which is $49. A Kiss Glow blush, which is $39. An all over body glow in Helios is $55, which I think is a returning product. I don't think that's a new product. Then there's a cheek blush and glow brush for $27, a skin perfector brush $31, a beach towel for $29, and a beach bag for $29. So first of all, you should be including the beach bag and the little whatever with like a purchase instead of making those things separate, but whatever. The rest of the products, they really just don't grab me enough. I don't know, like the pressing of them looks very pretty, but it just doesn't grab me enough to actually say like go ahead and make the purchase. You're going to be happy with your purchase. So I'll probably skip over all of that. Plus it's like super expensive and I don't think it's super necessary for me, so I'll be passing over that. Alright, and with that said, I think that's actually the end of this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. What are some things that you're looking at picking up this week? I want to thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!